Welcome back to Scene Family Outdoors. As always, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be talking through what might be one of my favorite hunting products with the Sitka Tool Belt. I'm going to show you why and kind of how I use it and pack it up throughout the year. So let's start with what I have in it right now. The Sitka Tool Belt is a product that's really designed with archery and whitetail deer hunting in mind. I use it from archery season all the way through late season. This has a place for me. So I'm in Iowa, archery from October 1 through the Thanksgiving time frame, and then even in late muzzleloader going into January, there's still a place for this product. So what do I have in it right now? It's loaded up how I would use it in archery. I'll show you all the things that I keep in this. There's two Nalgene pockets on the side. One of them I keep a Nalgene bottle in, and then the other one I will use with a pull rope, kind of standard archery equipment. On the belt, there are two pockets on the belt itself, and there's also a wind check pocket. I usually don't use wind check when I'm coming in, so that pocket for me stays empty. In one of these belt pouch pockets, I keep my headlamp. In the other belt pouch pocket, I usually don't carry anything. Sometimes in late muzzleloader, I'll carry my rangefinder in the pocket, but I'm also using rangefinder binoculars then, so I sometimes will bring the handheld rangefinder as a backup. Archery season, I'm usually wearing it around my neck. So let's go into the main portion of the bag. In the bag itself, in the main pocket, I have my grunt tube. I'm using my rattling setup. Fits in there quite nice. There's a divider in the front area. I'm carrying a bow hanger to screw into a tree. And then I'm also carrying a strap so I can get safety harness in if the stand that I'm using isn't already set up with a safety harness strap. Always carry an extra. In this back pocket, I keep my field dressing kit. So it's pretty simple. I have my Benchmade Steep Country. It's my go-to for field dressing. And then I just like to have a Ziploc baggie with a few sets of shoulder length gloves and a few sets of just gloves for the hand just to keep things clean and tidy. And that's what I'm keeping in this bag during archery season. If I get into late muzzleloader season, I'm not bringing out the rattling horns or grunt tube, but what I am bringing out, I'm bringing out some quick load spots to reload the muzzleloader. I'm also bringing out item to start the bullet getting loaded into the tube. So those are coming out instead of the grunt tube and the rattling horns. I will also at times put my binoculars into the tool belt instead of taking out a binocular harness. There's just times that if I know I'm going to be stationary in a blind, I don't want to have the big bulky harness when I'm trying to shoulder a rifle. Sometimes it's just convenient to put the thing into the tool belt, and then I have them out in the blind when I need them. So very flexible as a tool. I'll walk through the components of it quick, kind of how it lays out. What's nice for me about it, the belt itself, really comfortable, good lumbar support, fits nicely, cinches up nicely, doesn't ride down as you're walking through the timber. It's a really slick product. The two pockets on the front, nice for headlamps, nice for rangefinders. I mentioned the wind checker pocket. It does have the two Nalgene pockets on the side. They both have the capability to cinch down tightly. So if you're using it more as a dump pouch for things like ropes, you can get that cinched in, can prevent things from dropping. Another thing that's cool is you can, if you don't like those Nalgene pockets, they simply detach. So if you want to not run the Nalgene pockets and slim this up even more, you can certainly do that. And they just clip on to the belt pretty dang seamlessly. In the main compartment, this is another kudos to Sitka on thinking about ways to, all the different ways someone might want to access items. I'll show you how I do this in the tree stand area. So this closes with a grommet in the front, so keeps things pretty darn secure. There's also zippers along the sides. So if you wanted to, you could zip this down, and then when you open it up, you would just pull the zipper through. So another layer of security. And if you get in the stand, you could hang this on a bow hanger, and now you've completely have access to everything inside the tool belt. There's zippers in this panel up here for items. There's another zipper in the far back that you can get access to. And then there's really a big main component, and then there's this back area that goes up tight against the lumbar, and then there's kind of a front dump area too. So a little bit of organization with the zippered pouches and the stretch areas to create compartments. Just a well thought and laid out design. Where it gets even cooler for me is if you want to have this zipped closed, grommet closed, you can still access this by unzipping the top. There's two zippers, and then this area folds down. So when it folds down, you have access again to the main bag. And then it just clips shut with magnets. So magnets hold it shut, and there's a little elastic cord that will prevent it from that magnet from accidentally opening. So still keeps you secure, but you know, if you're maybe sitting in a ground blind and you just want to be able to open it quick and grab something out of it, that's a great way to do it too if you're not getting into the zippered pockets or in the tree stand mode. You can also have it that way in the tree stand because there is a grab loop on the back. So you could hang it up in the tree stand this way and just access your components from the top hole. So I kind of thought of everything here. I'm going to show a few other areas that I don't use that a person could. First one, on the bottom side, there's a few areas where if you wanted to strap sticks to the bottom of the bag, you could certainly do that. If you wanted to strap a jacket to the bottom of the bag, you could do that as well, kind of roll a jacket up, or additional layer if you're hiking in. Cool component. I don't use that often. For me, if I'm hiking in heavy layers, I just usually prefer excuse me, to use a backpack instead of this. Especially I'm a double XL. The clothes for whitetail hunting tend to be pretty puffy, pretty big. Don't necessarily condense down the best like a down jacket does. So I like to just use a backpack. That's the only time I'll switch things out. But Sitka did think of that too, in their credit. It's just a solution that I don't leverage. But what they did is they included a pouch that you can attach to this tool belt that has shoulder straps. So the shoulder straps attach onto the tool belt, and now you're hiking in your clothes, and you can fold this down. It will actually fit inside one of the Nalgene bottle pockets. So you can, if you want to detach it in the stand, throw it in a pouch to get out of the way, easy to do. It attaches in an also ingenious way, just simple color coding. If you look here, there's a strap that's bronze, a strap that's more of a gray. When you look at the pouch, there's a strap that's bronze and a strap that's gray, kind of the buckles. So all you have to do is line these up to match, and this prevents you from putting it on backwards or wrong way around. And then you take your shoulder straps, and they hook down into the same area at the bottom of the bag. And there you have it. You are 4 connection points, and you have the tool belt with the pouch. It even has a mid-sternum strap that you can strap across too. So Sitka's thought of everything with this product. I could probably, and maybe I should start thinking about using the bag portion on this as well to carry clothes in. Maybe we'll try it in the future, but I've been running this for 3 seasons now. It's maybe my favorite way to pack in gear. It's super simple. It doesn't take up room in your vehicle. It attaches quickly. It carries the things that you need. You can go in a little leaner. You don't necessarily need a full backpack. I still have room in this tool belt if I want to pack snacks or anything like that for a long day sit. So I'm a huge fan of the product. Can't recommend it enough for your next whitetail hunt, or if you're looking at a pack solution, check out the Sitka Tool Belt. One of my favorite things when it comes to hunting gear. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, get out there and enjoy the outdoors.